Hey everybody, it's Roger with Kinsta Talks. Today I'm joined with a new friend, Max Traylor. Hey Max, how are you?
I couldn't be better. I'm healthy.
Hey man, that's all we're looking for. So Max is a seasoned B2B marketing advisor and inbound agency coach. You're renowned for your innovative contributions to the marketing industry, and you specialize in assisting service providers and independent consultants in productizing their services to enhance profitability and client retention. I do want to just say that I had ChatGPT help write this for me.
Okay, I was
And
I was gonna say I remember paying someone to write that, and you know because it says renowned, I wouldn't write that. Somebody wrote that I was renowned. I can't make that claim. I don't know who renowns. I don't know when you get anointed that you are now worthy of the renunciation process. I talk a
ChatGPT
lot.
has
I've been
deemed it
around
so.
for a little bit.
So some of your key contributions that people may or may not have heard of are Content Marketer's Blueprint, your Beers with Max series, and your general consulting services. So Max, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. If you were going to fill in any blanks from your renowned introduction there, what are like two or three things you'd maybe add or take away from that?
Well, my dad always. I'm a fourth generation do your own thing person. And my dad always told me to put your personal life first and build a business around your personal life. So that's the way I look at the world. And agencies, the agency space over the last 10 years, not before that. You know, I watched Mad Men, but in the last 10 years, the agency space is where I've lived. That's what I know. My grandfather always said, you have to know the territory. And I think we're at a time where most agencies need to think about how they change the way they talk about and deliver their services. And I think the biggest opportunity is not new sales, which everyone loves to talk about. It is retention and growth of your existing customers. My dad always said the second check is always easier than the first. And those of us that have been, paying attention, new logos have gotten difficult, and it's just, it's hard. So that's what I've been ranting a lot about on LinkedIn.
Absolutely.
And, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I've probably done a couple thousand interviews with people that are smart over the last 10 years, so don't hate the messenger. That's what I say.
No, and I think that's what I'm trying to achieve here, right? Is talk to smarter people,
Yeah.
get them to say things. So you are the smartest person in this room, like it or not.
I'll play the role. I'm renowned, right?
I love it. I think Max, we were talking on. We've kind of had this conversation on LinkedIn a little bit about retaining
Do I look
customers,
smarter with
selling
the
the
glasses on?
customers.
Does that help? The
Now
glasses?
we're talking. I
Yeah.
feel the IQ in the room has gone up significantly.
Max, the author.
I love it. So, one of the things that you do talk about in terms of, keeping clients, expanding clients is productization of services from an agency perspective. And I know, in the WordPress space anyway, one of the main products that people will kind of create is a maintenance plan, right? Because with WordPress, you've got to update plugins and all of those fun things. When you're talking about more general marketing with agencies and there's productization, what are some of the prime examples that you think people should be considering?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I could absolutely care less about their marketing services. I think this is the epidemic in the marketing industry, is that marketing agencies think that they're delivering marketing services. They're not. They're delivering business value. If they don't deliver business value, they will be removed from the account. This is where churn comes from. So if you're going to productize anything, and I've used that big word before, but I mean like just the mindset of you should do the same things. You should deliver the same things in the same process for the same price. It reduces complexity, makes it 10 times easier to set and meet expectations. If you're going to productize anything, it is the process that you align and maintain that alignment to your client's business objectives. And in my previous books, my first book was Agency Survival Guide, How to Productize Your Consulting Services. So I could care less about productizing you writing blogs or websites or all that stuff. Like, that's table stakes. Yeah, you gotta be efficient at that. But I think it distracts from the thing that's going to keep clients. You doing a good website project, or you creating content, or you managing the ads is not going to keep your clients. It has nothing to do with retention. It's table stakes. If you can't deliver, you're going to lose the account. I'm talking to the people that can deliver and still lose the account because
Gotcha.
they didn't establish and maintain that relationship at a leadership level. They didn't maintain visibility of how their business objectives are changing. They didn't hire somebody even as a fractional that can have a business conversation. Everyone gets in a room and spends an hour talking about clicks and funnels and, nonsense. And I've been trying to get people to wake up.
No, so I love it. And so you're getting beyond the likes and the vanity metrics and actually talking about dollars and cents. Hey, is revenue going up?
Yeah, dollars and cents, and there are other less quantifiable things that are important, and that's where people run into trouble in how they measure it. If you're trying to help a marketer at your client company gain more credibility and visibility with the executive team, how do you measure that? That's not, you can't measure that with anything in a CRM. It's like leadership's acceptance of your, suggestions. So I do think there's a new era of things that we can measure and some subjective things that ultimately lead to results that are really important to some people. And it's not just business objectives. A lot of it's personal objectives. The person that you're working with, and a lot of the research says, I think I'm really good quoting research. I just forget which research it was. So you're never gonna like get, you'd be like, Max, what did that, give me the link. I'm like, I can't, but if you go back in my episodes, it'll be there. But I think it was CEB or Gartner, I think it was CEB, saying that the personal value is twice as impactful when it comes to charging a premium, gaining clients, keeping clients, as business value. What that basically means is people don't give a shit about the company they work for. Excuse me.
I mean, we're focused on our career, right?
Yeah, welcome to corporate America. And after 2008, it became the business of Max Traylor and Roger Williams. And the company we work for is lucky enough to have us. The generation of I'm going to work here until my pension, and then I'm going to retire and get paid, whatever that was called. What was that called when you'd like retire and they'd still pay you?
The golden days, I believe.
Yeah, like we can't even remember what that was called. I know my grandfather had some of that stuff, but yeah, the golden age of like company loyalty. Yeah, it's gone. So
Sure. Well, I love it. And like I said at the beginning, I try and keep these a little bit short. So we're stretching on time a little bit here. No, this is great. I love this conversation. I love.
Yeah, well, that's me. That's like all I have to say. So this is perfect.
Yeah, no. So we're getting close to the end of 2024, 2025. What do you think is the number one thing agencies should be focused on for 2025 besides expanding existing clients? What's the thing that they need to make sure that they and their teams are really paying attention to?
If you're selling content,
sure,
you are in major trouble. You need to call a meeting. You need to Google 2 letters, A and I. And you need to have a serious moment about like how we're positioning ourselves, what we're selling. The copy shops out of business. You can't be flipping content for dollars anymore. I've been saying it for 10 years. AI is the final nail in the coffin. These companies measure and report on delivery of content, and the price of those things have gone to zero. You're trading tulips. Is that what it was? The tulip, remember? Tulips?
Yeah.
There was a bubble or something?
Sure, yeah.
That's how much I was paying. See, I told you. I know there was like a tulip bubble, but I don't remember the research.
At least you didn't mix the metaphor. So content is now just, a commodity. It's getting cranked out. But we still need content, right? And we need good content. So is it a factor of going up a level and moving more strategic?
No, it's a factor of not being idiots. You and I are creating incredible content right now. This is changing the lives of all the listeners. We didn't have to pay an agency to do this. You just reach out. You say, Roger's. I don't know if I reached out to you or you reached out to me, but we're being social human beings. We're being responsible enough to reach out to people in our industry and say, do you want to collaborate? That doesn't cost money. It just we need to come back to earth. We need to pay attention.
Agreed.
Create your content. Just do it. You don't need to pay somebody.
Yeah. No, I've been loving on Gary Vee's new book, Day Trading Attention, and he's just like, you just start doing stuff and see what works,
Yeah, right. Yes, that sounds. He must be a smart guy. He's probably successful,
He's doing all right. He's written a couple of books. Max, I really appreciate your time trying to keep this short. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to reach out?
LinkedIn. Yeah, Max Traylor as Traylor. I got all my stuff. I
Excellent.
got my books for free on there. I
Oh.
post every day. If you get a message from me in the DMs, that's actually me.
I love it. I love it. Max, I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to speaking with you again in the future.
Cheers. Thank you.